Hi, we're here at MWC and I'm here with Vijay Guntur, the President of Engineering and R&D Services at HCLTech. Vijay, how are you doing?
Very good, Nick, and how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And obviously we're here at Mobile World Congress. Before we get into the topic of 5G and monetization and AI, can you just explain a bit about this event, why it's so important, what are you looking forward to from it?
So this is an event where tech meets users, if I can broadly say that, because a lot of people who build the tech are getting to figure out ways how can users get to that tech and use them and create a business impact. So that's what it is all about. We have a wide variety of firms here. The people who are building the tech mostly, and the hyperscalers are all here. The OEMs are here, and of course the service providers are here. And you see a wide variety of startups who have some brilliant ideas and working on some of the things that they think are possible. So you have a whole wide range of players here at MWC.
Absolutely, it brings together everyone from the connectivity ecosystem. We're going to now talk about 5G and how organizations can effectively adopt it, monetize it, and then the role of AI. So to start with, why are telcos struggling to monetize their 5G use cases at the moment?
Consumers have been benefiting from 5G rollouts. There's a lot more to be covered. We probably think they're in the 1/3 mark in terms of coverage of 5G, but there are beneficiaries of 5G as users. But do we really pay a lot of money for the additional, feature functionality of 5G? Yes, we pay a little more, not a whole lot that's sufficient for telcos to recover. So they really need to find alternate use cases, and the enterprise world offers the opportunity. And when we talk about monetization, we have both the B2C part of the world and the B2B part of the world. The B2C is reasonably well monetized. There's probably little incremental that's possible there. There are new services coming up which will help monetize 5G better in terms of location capabilities and family capabilities and a few things like that telcos are working on. But that's not going to give a lot of revenue uplift. When I think about B2B, and that's where when you say that we have had struggles with B2B adoption of 5G, I think the use cases are beginning on the horizon, and we see some real use cases now. A year back, it seemed a little further away, but today we see that it's much more a reality of B2B use cases and monetization of 5G. So is it fast enough? I don't think so, given the billions of dollars that have been invested. It's a longer term play. And I think it's going to take some time, but we are seeing some initial success, and that's very encouraging for telcos, for SIs like ourselves and enterprises.
So progress is being made and collaboration is key there. Can you talk about how HCLTech's Landmark partnership with Verizon is helping build and scale 5G use cases?
Verizon, as you know, when I talked earlier about the B2C part of the world, they are pretty much there, and they have a very good presence in their core markets. On the B2B side of the business, which is where we tied up and had this big managed services deal, and Better Together, what we talk about with Verizon, I think that will start to show results very soon. And the promise of 5G is what we are looking at, and delivering to that promise is where the opportunity lies. And we are building together with Verizon 5G monetization use cases for B2B. One of the big areas for Verizon is sports, and sports is big, and arena, stadiums, and connectivity in those areas where there is a density of mobile devices or people with that access is definitely an opportunity that you and I can relate to. And there is a monetization opportunity there. Beyond that is with enterprises, where I think there is a larger play as well. And we have some early success there in terms of use cases that have worked in other parts of our business, and that's what we want to bring. Both the innovation that we have done ourselves, as well as leverage the ecosystem that we have of hyperscalers to deliver on the promise.
And before we go into actually some specific use cases that you and I had spoken about before, how are telcos and OEMs leveraging AI and Gen AI, and what benefits or results are being seen from that?
So telcos and OEMs, let me start with telcos first. If you think about deployed networks and the kind of gear that is there and the software that is there to manage that, it is very labor intensive, and that has an opportunity. There lies an opportunity for us to monetize it better. And as part of our HCL software product portfolio, we have products that can optimize networks, so taking out manual intervention. Now that was automation V1, where what we are doing with that is to now get to doing the similar automation with 5G in the next version of the product. And that is going to give us some benefit, definitely. However, we are also looking at a couple of dimensions. As the network learns, it can reconfigure automatically. This automatic network reconfiguration is a capability which is AI-based, not necessarily generative AI. But we also have opportunities that we are seeing with the energy savings that are possible. Learning patterns, discerning how to configure the network to be able to save on energy. I think that's a big thing that we are doing. In our own product portfolio, I've seen some of this happen. So I think that's some early use cases of where both 5G and AI are coming together and we are delivering efficiencies. But if you think about customer experience with telcos, I think that's a big opportunity area. We've gone through conversational agents, and the experience is not great. It's somewhat disconnected, if I can say. And it's also a matter of change. You be on a point, if your issue is not getting resolved, you want to talk to an agent and get to some human who can help. So the way I think about it is AI is going to be human in the loop rather than a replacement for some of those, but can be made more efficient, and you can get your resolutions, have problems resolved quickly. Those are the areas I think with the telcos where AI is going to come together to solve some real business problems. Otherwise, you have huge number of people supporting. We still need people, like I said, human in the loop, but they can be more effective with AI. Now, very interesting part which is applicable to OEMs and telcos is when they build out software, and we are seeing their opportunities in the build out, in the support of software and support of systems, that AI is being to play a much bigger role. So it's beyond just co-pilots that I think we are doing work there, and there's opportunity in triage, there's opportunity in L2 support, L3 support. There's several areas where AI can bring a lot more efficiencies and make people more effective. Beyond that, we really think with the OEMs, the time to market advantage that an AI solution can deliver. We have our own AI platform, which is HCLTech AI Force. That is creating that advantage of getting products to market faster rather than just saving some time or some effort in building a product. Of course, we need that productivity, but we also need the time to market advantage. So if I summarize, AI is helping OEMs build products faster, support products better, and get better customer experience. That is what's happening with the OEMs. The telcos are then deploying it again with customer experience, as well as the same situation with getting products to market faster. I think those two are applicable for telco as for CSPs or telco providers.
Thank you for summing that up.